We all live in organized society. Irrespective of where you live on planet Earth, your society is actually organized. Society worldwide is organized all over. We have people of different age groups. We have kids, we have youths, we have people in their prime, and we have the elderly or seniors. Let us talk briefly about kids and youths. What do you teach children and the youth in your community? As a parent, as a teacher, as an adult, as a neighbor, as a caregiver, as a church pastor or elder or priest or cleric in an religion, what exactly do you teach children and the youth? Do you give them confidence in organized society? Do you tell the youth and children that the people everywhere are just people like them? Do you give them confidence that as humans, we are all brothers and sisters and we must coexist in harmony and peace? Do you give them hope in the world today? Do you give them hope in the present times and in their future? Why do we say this? There is evidence out there that men, parents, and adults, and sometimes even people at work, possess, let us put it that way, including even some professionals, there is indeed some evidence that such a people pass falsehood to children and to the youth. Whenever they have a chance to interact with the children or the youth, they teach them bad things. They teach them bad manners, rudeness, hatred, falsehood, dishonesty, and stealing and corruption. Should that be so? Our concern is basically on why should any adult, a leader or ordinary citizen, a professional, technocrat, or anybody else have the temerity to teach children hatred? Why should anyone indeed have such a boldness to indoctrinate any child with hatred? We all want to live in peace. We are all brothers and sisters, irrespective of where we are at any moment in time on planet Earth. Irrespective of our origins, we are all brothers and sisters. We have no justification at all to indulge in hate. We have no justification whatsoever to teach children to hate other people. We have an obligation, duty, and every right to teach children what is right. Teaching them hatred or how to hate people or how to discriminate against others is not what's right. We must not indoctrinate any child with hatred. Why, for instance, should a parent, a teacher, professional, or anybody else tell the children or the youth that, you know what? We are hated by other people. Other people despise us. Other people are not good to us. They are cruel to us. They don't like us. Well, What kind of instruction is that? On the other hand, why should another parent say to a child, his child or her child, or to a neighbor's child, or to any child at all, that, you know what? Be cruel to other children, be cruel to people from other races, be cruel to people from other ethnic groups. Why should anyone actually tell any child that message? Why should anyone indoctrinate any child with hatred? That's immoral, cruel, irresponsible, and we must always reject it. Indoctrinating any child or youth with hatred is extremely objectionable and highly repulsive. We must always discourage it and reject it. We must teach children to be good citizens, to grow up strong, to have strong character, to have confidence in society. We must teach every child, every youth to succeed in society, to build a strong future. We must teach children what's true. And what is true is this: we share one world. We have opportunities in abundance to succeed. We must seize every opportunity to chase success. We must chase our dreams with confidence, knowing that we live in the world amongst other humans, our very own. We must tell the children that. We must tell every child, every young man, every young woman that other people are our fellow citizens. They are our uncles, our aunties, our sisters and brothers, our grandparents, and even our nephews and nieces. They are our brothers and sisters in every possible sense. When we are amongst them, we should be confident that we are amongst them. When we chase success, when we chase our dreams, whenever we want to do anything, we must feel confident that we are amongst other humans. People who have feelings like us, people who have dignity like us, people who have inherent rights just like us, people who are equal in every positive sense to us before the law and before God. We must feel confident when we are with anybody, even when we are among people who display some negativity, toxicity, or hostility. They are humans. To such who display such a mentality, we can apply empathy. We can apply understanding. We know their behavior is not good. It's because they have one problem or another. And they see that kind of negativity as a way of venting their anger, their frustrations, their resentments, or their sadness. They need empathy, compassion, and support so that they can change. We don't have any justification at all to interpret that as evidence that they should be hated. We have no justification at all to hate anyone. We must tell every child the truth. The truth is this: we are all brothers and sisters. We have a right to coexist in harmony and peace. We also have every right and every justification to chase success. We also have a duty and obligation, right and indeed every justification to build a strong, safe society. We must build the kind of society we want. Our children and the youth have a major duty or central role in doing that. We must build a fair and just society. Our children must be taught that society is ours. The world in which we reside is our home. We all have an obligation, right, and duty to make it livable, to make it safer, peaceful, and prosperous. We have an obligation to make the world and society trouble-free and prosperous. We must tell children the truth. We must tell them that hatred is immoral, it's ungodly, illegal, and we must not tolerate hatred anywhere. We must teach children to love each other, but always never to court any danger. When they see danger, they duck it. When they see danger, they alert others. But hatred, we must not have anywhere in society. We must never encourage anybody to practice hate. We must all do away with hatred. Our children have a right to grow strong and in confidence and build a strong future for themselves and for posterity. The youth have an obligation and the right also to grow strong, develop their character, and become strong parents, leaders, citizens, professionals, and problem solvers in the future. We must tell them to build confidence. They are in the world with other humans. We don't want hatred anywhere. You have a right to be safe all the time. I have a right to be safe all the time. Every child, every youth, every old man, every woman, every man has a right to be safe all the time. We all have a right to have peace all the time. We must build society which is safer, more peaceful, more prosperous, more trouble-free every single day. We must never give up on making society and the world livable for everybody. Hatred is not acceptable anywhere. We must empty society and the world of hatred. In other words, we hurt you, whether you are a child, whether you are a young man or a young woman, or whether you are a woman or man or a senior citizen, to empty your mindset of all hate. Practice tolerance. Whether you are a leader or ordinary citizen, we urge you to get rid of all hatred. Never teach any child to hate anyone. Indoctrination of children and the youth with hatred must end. We all want a safe, peaceful, trouble-free, prosperous society. That we must always build. For peace is all that matters.